So you rescued one of these death chamber fly traps and you really want to keep it alive, but you're not sure how because the internet search you did led you to a bunch of conflicting information. I'll show you what I do to grow these big, beautiful, chunky, colorful fly traps. The first thing I do is take the plant out and ditch the death chamber. They're not meant to stay in there. This is really just for marketing and to protect the plant during shipping. Fly traps are not tropical plants. They're temperate plants and they don't require high humidity. So I just throw this thing away. Then I repot it because it's probably sitting in one of these peat plugs or a soggy mess of peat with no perlite for drainage, and over time inadequate drainage leads to root rot. So I brush that off, rinse it away, and start trimming off all the old dead traps. I don't trim off anything that still has green. I usually wait till the whole leaf turns black. I typically repot in either 100% long fibered sphagnum moss or a 50-50 mix of peat moss and perlite. There are other recipes out there. These are just what I prefer. But whatever you choose must be nutrient poor. This means no fertilizer, no potting soil from the garden center, and never, ever Miracle-Gro products. During the growing season, I leave my fly traps sitting in a tray of water. They're bog plants, they grow in wetlands, and they're not going to get root rot as long as my soil has adequate drainage. And I keep the water level at about 1/3 the height of the pot. Now, the important thing to remember is do not give them tap water. You can give them distilled water, rainwater, or water purified by reverse osmosis, but most tap water has too many minerals and will kill your fly trap. So unless your water's been tested and you know for sure it's carnivorous safe, don't use it. Sunlight. They prefer to live outdoors. They want lots and lots of bright, direct sunlight, like minimum 4 hours a day. The more, the better. Lots of sunlight is how you're going to get those tall, standing, quick, snapping traps. Now, that doesn't mean they can't grow indoors. If you have a bright, sunny window or a strong enough light, they can definitely grow indoors. But if you choose to take it outside and grow it in direct sunlight, just remember that it's been sitting in this thing on a shelf in a store with no sunlight, so it's not going to be acclimated to strong sunlight and it could get a sunburn. But you can avoid that by gradually increasing its exposure to sunlight. And I'll go over feeding in my next video, but hopefully this was enough to help you get started.